The World Bank is calling for better migration policies across the globe. In its latest World Development Report, it says there's an opportunity to make migration work better for both wealthy and low-income countries. The report says that many industrialized countries are facing diminished populations and intensifying global competition for workers, while low-income countries are expecting rapid population growth, adding pressure on young people to find jobs. The World Bank has also pointed to the number of refugees tripling over the last decade, with climate change threatening to fuel more migration. Well, let's bring in Xavier de Victor, the co-director of the World Development Report, so one of the authors of what we've just been hearing about. And can I ask you, are governments failing to grasp the importance of migration to their economic futures?
Many countries are facing huge demographic challenges. Think about this. Italy, by the end of the century, will have its population cut by half. Spain by 1/3. So the question for these countries is, how are they going to find workers to actually take care of an aging population? But what's also interesting is that it's not only about rich countries. Even middle-income countries are facing similar challenges. Countries like Bangladesh, India, Mexico, Turkey, Tunisia, all have birth rates that are below replacement levels. And so in this context, migration becomes absolutely critical for countries to maintain their current levels of prosperity or to advance in their development efforts.
But nevertheless, in many countries, immigration is actually unpopular among the civil population. So how do governments go about making the case for bringing more people into society, particularly at a time like now when we have economic strife in so many places?
Well, what about starting with facts? So, a few months ago, there were huge strikes and demonstrations in France because of an extension of the retirement age by 2 years. But if you think about it, there will be a need for a much longer extension of the retirement age if the demographic challenges are not addressed. You see, when the pensions systems were established, there were, on average, 5 to 6 workers for each retiree. Today, there are 2.5, and it's still going down. So maybe these are important facts that can help base the debate that can help put the debate on a different basis. Or just look at the number of the shortage of health workers across the EU. Once again, these are issues that need to be dealt with. There's another set of facts, though, that one could start from, which is our daily lives. My medical doctor is from India. My kid's economics teacher is from Georgia. The guy who came to repair my AC the other day is from Ethiopia. My cleaning lady is from Colombia. If we look around, we see so many migrants who are making a strong contribution to our daily lives.
But do you not get the feeling that that argument isn't currently being won, the argument in favour of the benefits of migration, given how populism has been able to take hold in so many places and anti-migrant rhetoric remains a big problem in so many countries? And is that argument being won?
I think what we have to do is to also recognize that not all migrants are the same. When migrants bring skills that are a strong match for the needs of the destination economy, everybody gains. The migrant, the destination country, the country of origin. Right? And that's what we see when people come with skills that are much in demand, be they, nurses, be they engineers, or be they just, specialized factory workers, plumbers, or others, right? I think the challenge is, what do we do when people do not bring such skills, and how do we manage that? Now, this is a relatively small number of migrants compared to the vast majority of economic migrants. But the reality is that it has been extremely difficult to manage these situations in a manner that is both effective and humane. And a lot of the debate about migration comes from these situations and from the difficulties in managing such problems.